Okay, I got a question.
Okay. You want to share your screen? Oh, I'm on mute and I'm over here just talking. I was saying you want to share your screen.
Let's see.
Oh, let me stop.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Now, pull your. Let me share mine.
Okay.
Okay. You see how the columns, I just kept them right on top of each other.
Oh,
So when I
okay.
go over there, just select your top 1,000 just like that, and literally like whatever is already exists up there, keep it. I didn't have join date. Was join date? Yeah, join date. Okay, city and state. So city and state and country were not requirements. So I just got rid of those just like that.
Oh,
Yep, just keep it just like that, and it'll help you like be able to look at your code and know exactly what you're trying to say.
and that's what I had a question about. Like, I was like, dang, do I gotta write all these things down?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I see
Mm-mm.
what.
And then I'm gonna take it a step further. Okay, so we got our customers table, right? We got our customers table, and I'm gonna do my alias C left join. Left join. So I'm gonna left join my customers table to my orders table. I do it just like that, literally all the time, and just update it for whatever table I'm looking at, and that way, what was it? Customer ID. Customer ID equals O dot customer ID. And there you go.
Okay.
That would eliminate you having to like go through and like sift out each of those columns. Use what you got, build it out, and what you don't need, just comment it out.
So all you did was just put that C right there at
Mm-hmm.
the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and not even worry about. So the C just fell in line with all the other ones,
Yep.
and took out what you didn't need.
Yep. And the reason why I explicitly have C on line two is because let me show you. I'm gonna show you. If I execute this, it's going to say ambiguous column name customer ID. That essentially means that that column exists. It's ambiguous. I don't know where it's coming from. So that C is telling my code, okay, pull this column from my C table, my customers table.
Okay. Oh, so that's all I needed to do.
And then, okay, so we had, what all do we have? Order date. Okay, so now I'm going to add my order date. I'm gonna go and look if we got the order state. It's order date, just like that. I'm gonna just list out my columns just like this. Order date, what was it? Total amount and status. Like when I say build on what you already have, I literally mean just like that.
Okay.
And that'll make it easier for you to know like you make sure your data's aligned. Okay, this is how it looks. This is what I need. I ain't gotta do all that. I'm going and I'm allowing it or my data to, okay, this is what I need. This is how my data is. So let me go and look at my columns. I got my columns expanded and I'm just pulling out what I need.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna share the screen with the I'm gonna give you another one anyway, just for good measure. But isn't that like easier though to do it like that?
Yeah, because I was racking my brain. I
Yes.
ain't gonna lie. I really was. I'm like, I ain't gotta write all this out.
Mm-mm. Literally build it. Build the syntax. We're gonna test it out. Okay, this is what we need. And then we're gonna go and build out our CTE logic.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Uh, oh my God, you got a lag. Okay.
You wanna share your code?
Oh,
What?
oh, what did I do wrong? Let's see.
Oh.
Equals what? It's greater than 200. 914. 914.
You got 914 records.
Wait a minute. Something is wrong. Let's go. Only 914. Left one. Customer order.
Mhm.
That's what it is.
What?
Um,
Per you.
customer order. Orders. What the freak?
Share your screen. Let me see what you're talking about because I'm nosy. Let me stop sharing. Let me stop. Okay. Let me see
I
what you got.
copied what you had,
Okay.
but what the world? Let's see.
It says invalid object name. Okay. It
Oh,
says
DB.
yes, your database. Yes. Come through debug. I didn't even have to say nothing. That's the problem. You debug your own code. There you go.
Yeah, let's see if this works.
That's gonna work. There you go. That was exactly what the problem was. In your love join on line 14, you had the wrong database information in there. But yep, that's it. Now, okay, so now let's get into our I'm gonna share my screen. Now let's build out our CTE. So you got your logic, you tested your okay. You got your logic, you tested out your conditions. Now let's build out our CTE. Literally build it right on top of it. You wrote your code, you test it. Now we're gonna add on to that. What I say the name of it need to be high customer orders. Okay. Update your query, your main query to include the order ID too.
Where do I need them to?
It's pulling from the orders. Yeah, it's pulling from the orders table.
Okay.
So just put it in your select statement at the top.
Does it need to go in a specific spot? Yeah.
Because remember, anything we put in our select statement, that's what we want in our output. So the order of your select statement don't matter. As long as
Okay.
your filters and stuff are aligned, you good.
Okay.
And then just add your logic. Like literally add whatever logic you need to make that a CTE. And then with your CTE, after you do that, you have to come down and select from that CTE too.
So I can just name it anything.
Yep. Try to make sure that you when you name it that it aligns with whatever analysis you're doing.
Okay.
So it makes sense for you because it's your code.
Okay.
What's your question? I heard you. Whenever you smack them lips, it's a question.
No, no, no. Wait.
I know that by now.
What?
That mean you think like, oh, okay. She got a question.
I feel like I'm doing it wrong, but we gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me see.
Share your screen.
It is be terminated with a student. Wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me share this.
Okay.
Because I might have did too much.
Okay. Let me see. Mm, yep, you did. Get rid of line 19 through 29. Get rid of all that.
Oh, oh.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm about to tell you what you did. You right, but you wrong. You right.
Okay.
Now re-execute and make sure your code works first. Again, let's make sure this works. All right. Okay, we good. Literally take that syntax. Let me share my screen. Take this syntax and build it around what you already have built out. So online, I think it was two of your code started with and then your CTE name as, and then open up your parentheses and put it around your existing logic. You already wrote the code. It already works. Use that.
So wait a minute, what new?
Yes. Literally, this is your logic. Your logic, you already have your code. It works. We just tested it. You got your join. You have your filter. You got everything you need. That's what you need. So let's take that and create a CTE out of what you've already created. Don't reinvent the wheel.
That's okay.
You already did the
So
work.
so I just add in the
Yes.
with statement.
Yes.
So where do I add that in?
Right here. And right here in front of your logic. With and then your CTE name as. Open up your parentheses and put it right around your logic. You already did the work, Tanya.
So I put it at the very top.
Put it in front of your logic. Let me see your screen.
If you saying what I'm thinking, I'm mad at myself.
I am saying exactly what you're thinking.
Mad at myself.
On line one, put the logic. Put with and your CTE name. Yes. Okay, now I'm finna share my screen again. Now,
Okay.
you've already done the work. So what you did is, let me tell you what you did. You did the work. Then you went and you did the work again. You did the work. And then you like, hold on, I like it so much, I'm finna do it again. You went and did it again. So the hard work was already done.
And all I had to do was just add.
Yes, because you've already done the work. You already did the hard work. You sat over there and did all that joins, all your data investigation. You did the work. So now 60-70% of your code is already done. Now at this point, I have to take this logic and make a CTE out of it. But I'm gonna already use what I created and create my CTE with that. I don't have to reinvent it. You ain't gotta reinvent it. You did the work. You did the work, then you would have tried to rework, and then you did the work, then you tried to rework. And in your rework, you essentially tried to incorporate your rework into your existing work, and it threw your error. So yeah, you
Okay.
did too much.
So I added the with
Yeah,
and my name
yeah,
and as and put a parentheses and then
yes,
everything else wrong.
yep,
And then at the end of what the 200 is, I just need to put the end of parentheses.
yep. Close it up. Put all of your logic in those parentheses. This is my paperclip. Then I'm gonna come down here and select star from my CTE name, whatever you named your CTE. Yep, you did too much. I'm gonna give you another one though, so it's all good. With you, it's almost like you talk yourself out of it. Like it's almost like, okay, I have my logic, now I'm about to go. You understand because you're doing it again, but you're unnecessarily doing it again. You ain't even got to.
Okay.
So you selected from your CTE?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Now we got our CTE created. Now I want you to include payment data. But within my payment data, I want to join my payment table to that CTE. I want the payment data, I want the customer data, I want the order data. I want all of that existing logic that you already got in your CTE, but I just want to take it a step further and now include payment data as well. So what that would look like for you is taking your existing CTE and joining it to your payment table. So how you got select star
Mm-hmm.
from your CTE name? Let's do a left join on our payment table.
Okay. Yep. Mhm. Let's do this. Okay, you said left join.
Yep. Because let's get all this data from this customer table. Let me pull up the syntax. Let's get all this data from the customer table, regardless on if I got data or not. I want all the customer data. So the same concept, or you can just kind of use your existing query as a guide, but left join that payments table to that existing CTE. And this will show you essentially the purpose of a CTE. Why are we doing this?
Okay, so you said payment date.
Give me all the data. Just say select star from my CTE. And the reason we're okay with doing that is because we've already specified which columns to pull. Typically the stars ain't best practice, but we're not selecting star from a table. We selecting a star from a CTE.
Oh,
And if you want to walk through it, we can.
okay. How do I like if I want to get like how you get the just we can just copy the like the payments folder so you can paste it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the DBL.
You can copy the full syntax. I mean, you talking about your from statement. Share your screen so I can see what you're talking about. Let me pull it up here. Okay. Okay, so look, yes. Yep. Copy line 15 and just replace customers with payments, whatever your table is. Because we still are in the same database. We're still in customer order DB. We still have that same schema. The only thing we're changing is the table. Yep. Yep.
Okay. That's what I was doing.
Now, what are we joining this on?
Let's see. Do I need to put do I need to put like a P behind this one?
Yep. And then
Let's see.
give your CTE a alias too on line 21.
Oh, that's what I need to do.
Yep. You don't even have to say as. You can just put H the same way you got that P on line 22 and your alias. Yep. There you go.
Um, so we wanted payment date.
Yep. What's the common field? What's the data relationship between your CTE that you built and the payment table?
Got order ID.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let me see.
Look at that line 17. Do it the same way, except replace, you know, that O with H and then, the fields. Yep.
Okay. Um, T equals P.
Yep. And there you go.
Yeah.
Now execute.
Oh.
Okay. Now you see, give you on line 19, give it a space between 19 and 20 so that you can have some, you can differentiate like between your code. Yep. But it'll work. I mean, it worked. Now, you see how this is valuable.
Mm-hmm.
You have your logic on line 2 through 19. This is what I need. But it's like, oh, okay. But now I want to extend my logic to include another data set. Let me just do that here. Or I want to filter out my existing CTE to only capture explicit data. I can treat my CTE just like a table. Let's say if I want online, I only want credit cards. What would you do?
I only wanted credit card.
Yeah, let's say I do. Let's say you got a data request, but you need to update your existing logic to only pull credit card transactions. How would you write your code to capture that?
Oh. For the one I just created.
Yep. Look at your codes on line 21 through 24. How would I update my logic to only pull out them credit cards?
Just take away the payment.
Well, we would say where.
Okay.
Yep. On line 25, I would say yes. Where what?
Okay. Where payment method
Yes. Yep.
equals
Yes. Yes. I would just update line 25 where payment method equal credit card. I got all of this logic. So that includes you join 3 tables. You've also filtered out that existing logic to only include shipped orders and a total amount greater than 200. Okay, we got our logic. But get away from your curvy bracket. They like curvy bracket. Put a square bracket over there. Yeah. But you got all of your logic here. Now I want to take this logic and I want to expand on it by joining my CTE with some existing data. I want to filter out this subset of data even more. So that CTE allows you to do that easily within your logic, as opposed to having to go and continue to rewrite the same logic over and over and over and over again. Who want to do that?
Okay, got you. Build on what you already.
Yes.
We are. Okay.
Build on what you already done. We have our like you've done the hard part. You did the hard work on line 2 through 19. That's the hard work right there. You've done the work. Okay, so now let's take this data set. That's that paper clip. Let's take this and let's go and do some more analysis based on this data that I done already put in this bucket. You set the bucket, not me.
Okay.
That was but it makes sense though. It makes sense. I got this data in this bucket. Okay, now I'm gonna go and use this data for a deeper analysis. So that way I don't have to do like that's 25 lines of code right there. I don't have to do all that. I want to filter it out some more. I can easily filter it out some more. It ain't no thing. You just layering it on top of what you already had. Like I said 2 sessions ago, brick by brick.
Right.
Pat yourself on the back.
Oh no. Oh no. Let me
pat,
get
your,
my screen. This.
pat yourself on the back. Any questions about that? You want to do another one?
Um. Yeah, I can.
Let's do another one then. Let's go. Let's go within our healthcare system database. And I'm going to type the use case in the chat. Um, okay, give me test ID. Okay. And abnormal. Okay, so okay, your use case. Give me the patient ID, patient first, last name, gender, date of birth, test ID, test name. Result where all female patients have had an abnormal MRI test. So first things first, what you supposed to do right now?
Yeah, research or investigate my data.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so patient ID, patient first last name. So definitely gonna do patients. Um, let's see, medical test ID, test name, test date. Got to do medical test.
Perfect.
So they both have patient ID in common.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm so proud.
Cry. Oh God. Okay, so does it? Let me see. Well, let me do this one. Well, patients. Okay.
So you got your data investigation. You've identified which tables you said patient and test. That is absolutely correct. Now, right click your patients table and select your top 1,000 rows and build your code. Build it. Don't try to do nothing from scratch, Miss Ma'am. It is not no cake.
Listen. Um. Let's see.
You've done the hard part already. You've investigated and you've identified. Now let's build our syntax. Let's do the work. You've done the mental work already. Now let's write the code. And I'm about to go on mute because I'm gonna write my code too. And you know I be
Okay.
talking. So I'm gonna go to my patients table, select my top 1,000 rows, patient, will join, patient, I'm gonna say medical test, medical test, M on P dot patient ID equals M dot patient ID, P dot, what I say, test name, test date result, test name, test date, result.